One of the craziest problems that occurred there at Evergreen Junior High, somewhere there in those middle years of the 5 years I was principal, had a boy that was just plain unhappy. And he was unhappy really all the way around, but he was especially unhappy with the shop teacher. And Mr. Younger said, he said, I don't really know what it's all about. He said, I don't have occasion to criticize him a lot. He isn't a good student, doesn't work well, doesn't get along with the other kids. But he's not a thorn in my side, and I'm not really a thorn in his side. Well, checked with other teachers, and they said pretty much the same thing. And I never did know why it was that the shop was the focus when the mother would come in. But man, she would come in and just raise Cain with our school in general, but specifically that shop teacher and that shop program. Well, you keep kind of looking into it and trying to figure out what's going on, and nothing's making sense. Well, all of a sudden, Mama comes in and lets me know that she's sick and tired of this school, and they're just going to take that boy out, transfer him to another one of the Jefferson County schools. But in trying to get that arranged, she was finding that the other school didn't really know if they wanted to do that unless Evergreen Junior High was willing to release the student with, I guess, without prejudice all the way around. Oh, man, we were glad to release him. Well, I kind of felt sorry for the boy. Wasn't sure if I felt sorry for the mother or not. Felt a little sorry for the school getting him. But I thought, maybe it'll all be for the good. Maybe everything will work out just fine. And for about a month, didn't hear a thing. And then I started to hear rumors that he wasn't happy down there, and they weren't happy down there to have him. And maybe he's going to be transferred back. And I guess it was about 6 weeks later that it got right down that they wanted us to agree to accept him back. Well, you get real curious what's going on down there, and I don't remember who I talked to. Probably started with the principal, maybe only the principal. But the feedback pretty much said that, look, this boy was getting along pretty good until his mother started tuning in. And boy, his attitude changed dramatically for the worst. And they said, we don't really know any better probably than you know. But we have a suspicion that the real problem is that the mother has unrealistic expectations for the boy, and that somehow she raises Cain with him about not doing better in school, and he resents it, but he can't deal with her on it, so he takes it out on us and on the teachers. Never heard of such a thing, but who knows? So anyway, it kind of came down to this, that we agreed that we'd have some conferences, talked with Mr. Younger and assistant principal and so on, and the teachers, and we came back. We said, well, okay, we'll accept him, but here's a couple of criteria. That first, we want to have a conference with the boy alone, and then a conference with the mother. And we had that conference with the boy, and what we ended up doing was asking him if he could handle it, if he had a problem, to just take it up with us at school and not involve his mother. And in return, would he understand if we barred his mother from coming to school? Boy, there was little quirks at the corners of the mouth, and the eyes kind of lit up. I think maybe they were onto something down there. It started to name that other school. He obviously thought that was a good idea. Talked to the mother and told her, we're not making any accusations. We don't know, but we're going to try this. If you're willing, we'll try it. We'll let him come back. But you don't come to school. You don't come visit class. You don't come into my office. You don't even come on the school grounds. You let us and the boy work this out. But you could tell she didn't particularly like it, but she did want to get the boy back up there because it was an inconvenience. I think they had to transport the boy back and forth to the other school. It was, 20 miles or so round trip, or one way, so it would be 40 miles a day. So she agreed. Do you know that kid came back, and I told him in that conference, you know, if you're having a problem, come tell me about it. I probably can't do anything about it, but I'll do my best. Come talk to me if you're having a problem. Would you do that? Yes, sir, I'd do that. He never came. Well, you know, I kept kind of watching around the corner, you know, a little bit, talking to teachers. No, nothing bad going on. Time or two, I made sure to be in his presence out on the school ground or at the lunchroom or, you know, that sort of thing, where if he wanted to say something without being a formal thing, he'd have his chance. I'll never understand what was going on. But as far as I know, he never had any more real problems at our school, and I didn't hear of him having any problems later on. But, you know, I didn't make any big effort to follow up on him, so I don't really know. I'm going to go to another case with the next video, and it's pretty weird too, and I don't know if there is any relationship between the two situations.